Hello, everybody. It's a pleasure being here to join you guys. Let me just share my slides. So, about me, my name is Phiwayinkosi Khanya Dludlu. I'm an IT student at DT, which is the Durban University of Technology in Durban, KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa. I'm a Power Apps developer. I currently have 3 Power Apps certifications to my name: the PL900, the PL100, and the PL400. I'm a low-code enthusiast since last year. Getting introduced to Power Apps platform. I loved it from the get-go. So last year, we had a bootcamp on campus where I got introduced to Power Apps, and we were required to solve different problems using Power Apps. So my problem, the one I had, was I had to automate a approval flow for training requests in a company. So the problems that were faced with this company, employees had to manually fill in the form, or forms could get lost. The approval process could take ages because the approvers will sometimes even forget to approve those requests. And lastly, lack of statistics, because the data was just in papers and all that. It was hard to get an overview of how many training requests were made in the company. So going forward, these are just some of the part of the business requirements that I was required to fill. An electronic capture of training requests by employees, team leaders, on an easy-to-use form, approval of training requests by department manager and learning and development managers, confirmation of training bookings, attachment of booking details, and feedback to the requester, and lastly, statistics of training requests. So my solution, part of my solution, I had a Canvas app, a Power Automate flow for the approval flow, and lastly, a Power BI dashboard, which I will demonstrate to you guys in a minute. So my Canvas app consists of a form that allows users to save those forms as draft and come back later on and submit them for approval. It allows users the ability to attach supporting documents for their training requests, and it allows users to capture requests for individuals and groups. So this is just a sample of the Power Automate flow, or what it had to do, including notifying the requester, in this case the user, on the status of their request. And also the Power BI dashboard, I had to show statistics, namely the number of training requests submitted versus completed, the cost versus the cost or value of training requests submitted versus completed, and the number of people trained per month and year. So it's time for the demo. I'll just switch to my app. Let me just go back. So this is my Canvas app. It has some sort of dashboard at the bottom where you can see if you have any drafts, rejected requests, approved requests, and submitted requests. You can see all this data in real time. It's linked to a Dataverse table where everything starts. So I'll make a simple request. I'll enter my training provider. I'll say PL200. I'll enter that date. And an end date. Oh, so if I enter an end date that is less than the start date, it will give me an error saying that the end date should be greater than the start date. But if I enter an end date that is greater than the start date, it will no longer give me that error, and everything will proceed as normal. So here I have to enter the training cost. I'll say 5,000. Booking type, in this scenario, I'll make an individual booking. Right now, I could choose to upload a file or not to upload a file, but let me just upload a file. So this is my document I've submitted. Benefits, I could write something which is beneficial, like. So here I have a choice. I could choose to say this is a draft, or if I turn this toggle on, I could submit the request. In this instance, I want to submit the request for approval. After I've submitted my request, I now see that the number of requests submitted has increased, which means I have 4. And I go into my request side, and I can see the currently submitted request here which is actually pending. Let me just zoom out a bit, which is currently pending, as you can see with data, and I can go into details to view all the details, and I still have my document here. So what should happen now? Let's just give it a second. An email should come through on the department manager side. Let me just reload. Say reload. As you can see, I have my document right here, and I also have the request here. So this is basically an adaptive card in Outlook. So the manager over here on this adaptive card can view the details of the training request, download the training request file. One second. Okay, download the training request file if they want to. Then they could either approve or reject the request. So as you can see, I can read out all the details I entered, the amount, the course I want to study, and the training provider, and the start and end date, and the type of booking that I'm making. So if the department manager rejects without adding any comment, it will bring back a response telling them that they should add in comments. As you can see, please add comments in order for them to be able to reject this request. But in this scenario, I want to approve the request, so add a comment. I wait for you to submit. Now my response has been submitted. Then I can go to the learning and development manager as per the initial approval flow that the company had before. So let me just wait for this to load. As you can see, it just came through. And the learning and development manager can also see the same details. So in order for this request to be approved, both the department manager and the learning and development manager have to approve this request. So in this instance, I'm going to approve, but also if I try to reject without adding any comments, it will give me the same error, as you can see. But if I approve, don't need to add comments, I can just submit. Let me just close this. And once that is done, as the requester, I can check my emails real quick. All right, as you can see, I get a notification for every step that was taken. As you can see, these are the training request details. This is a comment that was made by the department manager. The learning development manager didn't make any comments, hence it is blank. So it also tells me that my training request for the PL 200 was been successfully submitted. This notification comes through after submitting the training requests. So after that, if I go back to my app and I just change this, go to approved, give it a second, you can see that my training request was approved, and I can read through that it was approved. And yeah, so from here, as part of the request, there has to be a Power BI dashboard where you can view the statistics of training requests in the company. It's an interactive dashboard, meaning if I click, let's say approved, just give it a second, the data will load and change and show only training requests that have been approved. If I click on submitted, which is requests that just have been submitted without any approval process or without being rejected, I can also see the same thing. And over here on my filters, I can adjust the date as I want, and it changes the data accordingly. As you can see, the charts have changed accordingly, and I can clear all the data. I can also filter using the department. In this case, since I only have one department in my example, which is just the IT department, I click on it. But if I click on the blank department, it's gonna reload and shows me data like this, which is inconclusive. So that was my app. I'll also just demo one feature, the saving as a draft feature. So going back to my app, I could save this draft, save, and enter the start date, date, the training cost, booking type, and you just enter the benefits. This time, instead of turning the toggle on to submit, just save it as draft. And once I've saved, I can see I now have a draft. I go back to my requests. I click on my draft tab, give it a second to load. Let's go back to my, I can see my draft request here, and I can modify it as I see fit. Change a couple of things, maybe instead of PL, it will be 600. And I can save the changes. Now I can see it is, my changes have been updated. And also I could submit. If I want to submit this request for approval, I just have to toggle this and click on update request. It tells me my request has been submitted, and then that will kick in the Power Automate flow again in the background. Thank you for your time, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I had to showcase to you guys today.
All right, Phiwayinkosi, thank you so much. Really great job. Welcome to the call. Thank you for sharing that with us. Excellent work. I'm sure that those in the chat would like to ask some questions, so we'll let them do that.